Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, man. The Denver Nuggets have won 6 straight basketball games. Nikola Jokic is still the best basketball player on the planet, and you have a return of Michael Porter Jr. in the month of March, and hopefully Jamal Murray as well. They're sitting at the 6th seed, 36-25. Like I said, they've won 6 straight games, but they're knocking on Dallas's door right now. They're only a half game behind Dallas at the time of this recording and a couple of games back of Utah, but apparently Denver has a much easier schedule to finish out the season than Utah. So that 4th seed is actually still very much in play for this injured yet deep Denver Nuggets basketball team. So welcome back to the channel, man. If you enjoy this video, you like daily NBA content, you like Denver Nuggets content, I try and post as much as I can. Drop some comments down below if you want to see more Nuggets videos. I feel like Denver, they just don't get enough love in general. In just any sport, I would imagine Denver sports don't get the appreciation that they deserve. Denver is a really interesting team right now because you have guys like Aaron Gordon who have, like Aaron Gordon in Orlando, like this guy used to be kind of like, he's still freaky athletic. He's always been freaky athletic, but Aaron Gordon was more known, I would say, as like an isolation type scorer when he was over in Orlando, and he's completely flipped the script, man. He's completely flipped the script. You have guys like DeMarcus Cousins who, I mean, you see this rocket flag. We had Boogie last year. I didn't really like Boogie enough to hold on to him. I felt like he was defensively a huge liability. Well, so far in Denver, he's doing exactly what they need him to do. And, I mean, like I said, Nikola Jokic still the best basketball player on the planet. I don't think he would technically be the MVP right now. I feel like he's leading in the MVP votes, but I would imagine just because of, like, voter fatigue, and also the Nuggets being the 6th seed, that if the season were to end right now, I just don't think, while he is the MVP, I don't think they would give him another, like, back-to-back MVP trophies, considering they're the 6th seed. But if you talk about the most valuable player to a basketball team this season, it's clearly Jokic, dude. I mean, Jokic is putting up ridiculous video game statistics like he did last year, but he's statistically even doing more this year, which is so crazy because what we saw last year from a big man is something you've never really seen before. You've never really seen that before. And, you know, the whole Denver organization, the whole Denver roster is super solid. Guys like Will Barton as well. I mean, shout out Will Barton. This is like a plus 15 point per game scorer. He's going to give you phenomenal defense. Stays healthy, hopefully, the rest of the season. He's going to be a huge piece. He's going to be a huge piece for the remainder of the year. I'm very curious to see how Denver approaches this offseason. I don't want to get into too much offseason talk in this video, but I am interested to see what they decide to do, if they're going to keep Will Barton, if they're going to trade him away. You know, I'm very curious because I like Will Barton. He's been a huge reason for all their success this year. They're just a really solid team, offensively, defensively, well coached. They have the experience, you know, being in the Western Conference Finals just 2 seasons ago. So they're definitely my dark horse. They're 100% my dark horse. You have Michael Porter Jr. reportedly coming back in the month of March. I would imagine 100% they're going to throw him in the G League. Was it Grand Rapids? I think they're going to throw him in the G League, give him some time. 100% he hasn't played quite some time. But when Michael Porter Jr. is on, and like this is, you see this, like when he's off, and he is not. Like, that's one of the things about Michael Porter Jr. is when he is off, it's like really bad. He's just got to kind of improve that. When really good players have really bad games, like I look at Domantas Sabonis a couple of nights ago, like he didn't really have a good game whatsoever. But if you look at the stat line, you're still looking at like 14, 15, and 8 or something like that. So Michael Porter Jr., that's like my only critique with the defense, because when he's off, there's like no defense whatsoever. But when Michael Porter Jr. is on and he's feeling himself, he's literally like Kevin Durant. I mean, he's literally like Kevin Durant. They both got silky smooth shots, but MPJ, there's something about him that when he gets going and he starts feeling himself, he is very difficult to stop. And from the Nuggets perspective, you're looking at least 17 points per game coming back onto your roster. I'm still sick. This is ridiculous. 17 points per game. And then Jamal Murray, I think we all understand Jamal Murray's value. Maybe people are starting, I would imagine actually people are starting to forget about it because he obviously has been injured for so long. But just like, when was technically the bubble? Was it like a year and a half ago, a year and a quarter, or a year and 3/4, something like that? 2 years ago, whatever. When the Lakers beat the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, that playoff series, Jamal Murray took a leap. Like, in my opinion, Jamal Murray took a leap, and we have never really gotten to see it on full display because of injury. So that's what sucks. But let's say you get Jamal, and apparently both of them are going to be cleared probably within March. So it's up to both of them. These are the rumors. It's up to both of them to decide if they want to play. So it's up to you. My guess is they both play. And my guess is they both are playing, whether it's in the G League, whether one's in the G League, one's in the NBA, getting 10 minutes still, 15 minutes, or what have you. But I would imagine by the end of March, you're going to have both of these guys playing basketball. And in the first week of April, hopefully, your whole team is healthy. Hopefully, your whole team is healthy and you have your two guys back. Because if you look at any other team, man, any other team with like 3 solid players, or just any team, and you look at their top 3 players, if I were to take the second and third best player out of those rosters, maybe we do an example here. I'm not great on the spot sometimes. I was going to use the Lakers, but I feel like that would be stupid. Whatever. If I were to take the second and third best player off a roster, how do you think they would? Like, they wouldn't be doing great. Let's use the Bulls. Zach LaVine, Vucevic, done for the season. Would they be the 6th seed? I don't know. Like, I don't know. If they are the 6th seed, it would show, like, DeMar DeRozan, and it would show how good DeMar is. It would show how good the Bulls are. That's what you have right now with the Nuggets. I just feel like since it's Denver, no one really bats an eye. Like, people like to talk about Nikola Jokic and how crazy he is. I mean, there are literal passes this season, his whole career, where he will do a pass, and it'll be like something like that. It'll go through like 3 sets of hands, like right through their arms, right through their hands. Catch cash money in the corner. It's like let me replay that. That made no. How do you even see him, and how do you even make that pass? It's beyond me. But since it's Denver, it's like no one bats an eye. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, let's go talk about the Warriors and Ja Morant or whatever. No. Denver gets healthy to end the season. You don't want to play them. You definitely don't want to play them. Even if they don't have Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., yeah, they might still be a first-round exit just because of, whoever they play. If they play Memphis right now, I actually kind of like that matchup a lot without Jamal and Michael Porter. But they're not going to make it easy. They're not going to make it easy. I know they got swept by the Suns, but I don't want to talk about that. That's in the past, whatever. Hit the like button, hit that sub button for more NBA and Denver Nuggets videos. If you want more Nuggets videos, drop a comment down below. All my links are down below if you want to check that out. And let's get some love going for the Denver Nuggets down below in the comment section. Peace.